Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. So, we are coming to you live once again, the way we said we would yesterday, to go ahead and debrief chapter number 2. And this one is named We Are Keeping Our Promise to You. We are reminding you of who you are. And as a reminder, this is chapter 2 from the book Ask and It Is Given. Now, I guess a really quick sum up of what this book will entail or will be about based on the cover. It says learning to manifest your desires. So, for those of you that maybe I didn't give a nice debrief so far of just like the introduction of the book, you can definitely expect to hear a lot of things in regards to manifesting. Okay, how to go ahead and use the law of attraction. Now, I don't know what will be unveiled here in this book, but just know that it is coming from that standpoint. Okay, therefore, maybe that connection to yesterday's debrief, which was talking about us being basically energetic beings and how we come from a non-physical, non-space, time and space reality, right? So just so you guys can make those synapses, I just wanted to make sure that I clarified for you guys what this book really will be talking about, okay? So here in regards to chapter 2, I love how it starts. And it starts with, do you know what you want? Do you know that you are the creator of your own experience? Are you enjoying the evolution of your desire? Do you feel the freshness of a new desire pulsing within you? Fuck yes! If you ask me, yes, I do. I am super stoked and excited. But here we go. It ain't about me. It's about y'all. Me included in the y'all. Okay, all of us. But I just wanted to share some of that good vibes. For some of you that might have not been waking up and that coffee wasn't kicking in, I hope I woke you up. Good morning. So, why do I love how this starts? I love these questions that it poses because most of us don't pose these questions to ourselves. We're just, zombies in terms of walking every single day the same way, walking into the same building at the same time. Probably the only thing that changes is what we eat, and that's if, right? So, here it says we are reminding you of who you are. This is super, super powerful because at first I was like, how the hell you gonna remind me of who I am? How do you know who I am? But it breaks it down to such a beautiful blueprint of the non-physical being that we really are. So it was very powerful for me to know that deep skin, under bone, this is a blueprint. No wonder now I'm starting to sort of understand a little bit about myself and how I feel and how I'm thinking. Now, here basically it's telling you, right? They want to awaken within our memory the power and inevitable success that pulses through the core of which we really are. Okay, it says that this book is to assist us in returning to our place of optimism, positive expectation, and expanding joy. To remind us that there is nothing that we cannot be, do, or have. Boom, mic drop. Okay, if it's telling us that, we've heard that, but our senses, our ears, will manipulate it by the time that it actually gets to our brain. And it really isn't our ears, it's our own consciousness, right? But what I'm trying to say is, this is what they're referring to by them keeping the promise to us, which is to remind us of who we are. Every time that we have this idea that comes to us, right, a desire, we have the choice to say, damn, I could do this. I know I can do this because it came to me, therefore it's for me. Or you can say, no, I can't do this. I've never done this. I'm going to fail. But here it's telling you, hey, we want to reawaken within you in your memory of the power and the inevitable success that pulses through your core. Right? I think that that's so powerful because it's like you're forgetting who you are the moment you're diminishing yourself. You're forgetting the power that you possess the moment that you doubt yourself. You know, it says here that they are going to assist us in returning. And who is they? Collective consciousness, okay? Consciousness that has been here through years of experience and is just passed down from generation to generation to generation. And that is what collective consciousness is in a non physical world, right? If you want to find out kind of like what does it mean in the physical world, traditions I would say is probably the same thing as collective consciousness in the spiritual world for people to understand it here. It's passed down information, it's passed down food, culture, right? It's a lot of things that are passed down through these traditions, through this culture, through this environment. So it's pretty much the same thing. Collective consciousness from a non-physical world is just the consciousness of what has been here way before we have, way before we set the date to come. Damn, girl. Slapping myself on my mic. That's how you know I'm excited, okay? And so then it says, right? It's to remind us that there's nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. For me personally, I don't even have to continue reading this chapter. It's just a reminder. That in and of itself is reminding me there is nothing that I cannot be, do, or have. Right? There's sometimes you hear people say like, "Oh, you can be anything," and then you hear other people say, "No, let's just be realistic. You cannot. You have to choose one thing." Yes. Eventually, you choose one journey, one road to go to, because you cannot focus being on the NFL and the NBA at the same goddamn time. But who says that you cannot be a real good football player, but also a real good basketball player? Now, probably both won't take you to great heights because your desire, your hunger to be the best in that one thing will show up and manifest for itself. But you can be, do, or have anything. You can choose out of all these choices that there is to be, do, or have, and then you just focus on that one thing that brings just that light out of you, right? So I think for me that this is amazing. It definitely helps me personally, as we're putting our lives out here, right? We are putting ourselves out here. We may sound stupid to some of you guys, right? We may not make sense to some of you guys. Some of you guys may be way more advanced consciously, and you guys might be like, oh, look at these little baby energies, and it's cool. That is the reason why this is an amazing reminder. I can be, do, or have whoever I want at whatever moment I desire to evolve. And it has absolutely nothing to do with what people have to say about me. So for me, this is a great reminder to say, put yourself out there the best that you can, the most authentic that you can, and we will take care of the rest. That is how I understood it. That is what I will take out of this chapter. My love, can you go ahead and share with us what are some of your golden nuggets that you got from this chapter?
So just to kind of continue on from what you said, as far as us being able to be, do, and have anything, you know, that it's just so amazing. It really is, and it truly is a true statement. And as far as our journey, as far as where we are right now, just appreciating and just being able to look back at where you started maybe at some point and where you are right now, that truly proves that you can be, do, or have anything you want. For instance, there's definitely we've heard of plenty of stories about, like, famous people, like what's his name, Tyler Perry. I think he used to live on the streets, and look at him now. But you know what I mean, you have a burning desire, and he knew what he really wanted, and he went for it. And then look at him now, you know what I mean? I'm sure people probably were his little friends on the corner. You probably like, you crazy, you know what I mean? You don't even have a toilet to piss in, you know what I mean? And you think you're gonna become, a famous whatever. And and he did. We truly, we are so freaking powerful. And I think it definitely boils down to really, what is it that we want? And just really believing in ourselves and knowing that we can truly achieve it. If that is what we truly want, we can have it all. And I just love the way this book kind of just puts it into perspective, as far as just how powerful we are, and how there's just so much going on between the physical and the non-physical, that is just here to support us, to show up, as far as the non-physical, just giving us ideas as far as like the potential that we have altogether, just making us see more, because we definitely are creatures just wanting to expand and just do more altogether. So because even with this Zoom, like, look at us now. She's in, Amber's in California, I'm in Florida. Like, we're just continuously, like, at one point it's just gonna be like Scotty beam me up type of thing. I'm pretty sure. So it's like, oh, let me go to Ember's house real quick, so that's kind of where we truly, like, if that's what we want, we can truly accomplish anything. And we are able to see that if we truly look at all the signs right here in the physical world. Like, it all starts with the non-physical, and here it is, just reflecting into the physical. So that's kind of what I got from this second chapter. I want to know what have you all learned from this chapter? Like, how is it making you feel? What are you starting to feel, like, that power coming back into you? Because I know for sure, for me, just starting this book, it just like got me like on supercharged. Like, I'm ready. Like, honestly, it definitely is a reminder. Like, don't ever forget how powerful you are. Like, you can definitely achieve and do anything. We are so full of so much potential, and let's definitely utilize that and take advantage of how amazing and powerful we are all together, and truly create the experience that we want, and not let things just happen to us without us, taking kind of putting our hands on the steering wheel and guiding ourselves to where we what we want and what we want to do in life. So I just want to encourage everyone to definitely share this with other people, because this journey with us debriefing this, and your comments along, this is gonna be mm. So definitely keep it going. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, so that way you know when we have another drop. Definitely share it with your loved ones, anyone that you think would benefit from this. Just share. You never know how this can really just help someone in some kind of amazing way altogether. So we look forward to seeing you all in the next chapter.